Close your eyes for a moment and think about the last time you were right on the edge of doing something amazing. Applying for your dream job, saying yes to someone who genuinely cared about you, finally starting that project you've been talking about for years. And then, you didn't. Maybe you told yourself you weren't ready, that the timing wasn't right, or that you'd do it later. At the time, those excuses sounded reasonable, but deep down, you knew the truth. You sabotaged yourself. And you're not alone. Self-sabotage is a frustrating and often invisible pattern where we get in our own way sometimes without realizing it until the opportunity is gone. Today, we're diving deep into why we self-sabotage, what psychology says about it, and most importantly, how to finally break free from the cycle. At Psych2Go, we create content like this because we understand what it feels like to be stuck when life feels like one long streak of setbacks. And no matter how hard you try, you just can't move forward. You may feel helpless, maybe even hopeless. You might have lost confidence in yourself entirely and wondered, what's the point? If that sounds like you, this video is for you. You're not broken, you're just stuck in a cycle. And today, we'll help you start finding your way out. The inner critic. Let's start with that voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that success is meant for other people, not you. In psychology, this voice is called the inner critic. According to Dr. Julie Zen, a psychologist at Case Western Reserve University, the inner critic often develops from early life. Experiences such as growing up in environments where mistakes weren't tolerated or where love felt conditional. As an adult, when opportunities arise, your brain defaults to self-protection. Instead of thinking, "I'm ready," your inner critic whispers, "Don't embarrass yourself. Don't try." This isn't because you're lazy or unmotivated. It's a defense mechanism, your brain trying to keep you safe. To grow, you need spaces where you feel supported, where you belong, where you're not defined by your inner critic. An environment that gives you hope, motivation. The upper limit problem. Psychologist Gay Hendricks, in his book, The Big Leap, describes something called the upper limit problem, a subconscious belief that we don't deserve too much happiness or success. That's why some people self-destruct right after something good happens. They end healthy relationships. They procrastinate right before a promotion. It's as if the brain says. A 2014 study published in the Journal of Behavioral Therapy and Experimental Psychiatry found that people with lower self-esteem were more likely to engage in self-sabotaging behaviors, especially when they fear the expectations that come with success. In simple terms, if success feels scary, your brain creates obstacles to avoid it. The comfort zone trappers, another psychological twist. Self-sabotage often keeps us inside our comfort zone, and while comfort feels safe, it can quietly limit your growth. A 2021 study in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that when people perceive a task as threatening or beyond their abilities, motivation drops and they unconsciously choose behaviors that lead to failure. Why? Because failing on your own terms feels safer than risking the unknown. Ever procrastinated until the last minute? That's a classic self-sabotage move. If you fail, you can say, "I didn't really try." If you succeed, you feel like an underdog who beat the odds. How to break the cycle? So now that we understand why self-sabotage happens, how do we stop it? Step 1. Notice the pattern. Awareness is everything. Pay attention to when you pull back. Is it before deadlines? After compliments? When things start going well? Awareness gives you the power to interrupt the cycle. Step 2. Talk back to the inner critic. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, encourages challenging negative thoughts instead of accepting them as truth. When your mind says, "You're not good enough," respond with evidence, past successes, resilience, and growth. Over time, you retrain your brain. Step 3. Redefine failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Psychologist Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset shows that people who view failure as feedback are far more likely to achieve their goals. Instead of thinking, "I failed, therefore I'm a failure," ask, "What can I learn from this?" Step 4. Set smaller, safer goals. Break big goals into small, manageable steps. Behavioral psychology calls this successive approximation. Each small win builds momentum and rewires your brain to expect success instead of fear it. Step 5. Get support. Whether it's therapy, a support group, or a trusted friend, accountability matters. Research shows that social support significantly reduces self-sabotaging behaviors by providing reassurance when self-doubt shows up. A bonus insight: if you've made it this far, it means you truly care about breaking this cycle. One approach worth exploring is somatic therapy, which focuses on how the body holds emotional patterns. By learning to notice physical sensations, tightness in your chest, tension in your shoulders, you can regulate your nervous system through breath work, grounding, and movement. When your body feels safe, your thoughts begin to shift. And when your thoughts shift, your behaviors follow. If therapy isn't accessible right now, stay tuned. We're working on interactive tools, exercises, and quizzes to help you take small, meaningful steps toward healing. Final thought: self-sabotage is frustrating, but it's also deeply human. It's your brain trying its own imperfect way to protect you from disappointment, judgment, or change. The good news: you can break the cycle by understanding where your sabotage comes from, challenging limiting beliefs, and taking small, consistent steps forward. You'll slowly retrain your mind to see success as safe and something you truly deserve. So now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever caught yourself sabotaging something important? How did you handle it? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to start finding their way out.